Meanwhile, the United Nations nuclear experts have reached the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant and have made their very first inspection. The team that has been led by the IAEA chief Rafael Grossi said that the physical integrity of the plant had been violated several times. But what is interesting is he stopped short of giving more details on it. Now, Grossi's team crossed into the Russian-controlled territory to inspect the nuclear power plant after facing several delays due to heavy combat in the area. The team reached the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant and then proceeded to conduct an initial check. Grossi left for the Ukrainian territory after the inspection, but some IAEA members still remain at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. The Ukrainian officials have said that they plan to permanently station 1 or 2 IAEA inspectors at Zaporizhzhia.
We are not going anywhere. The IAEA is now there, is at the plant, and is not moving. It's going to stay there. We're going to have a continued presence there at the plant with some of my experts. And of course, there is now we have, with my team here, we have a lot of work in terms of a detailed analysis of some of the more technical aspects of what we saw.
The heavy shelling before Grossi's visit had forced the staff to shut down one of the 2 working reactors at the plant. The plant officials had said that they are trying to restart this reactor.
I worry, and I will continue to be worried about the plant until we have a situation which is more stable, which is more predictable. It is obvious that the plant and the physical integrity of the plant has been violated several times by chance, by deliberation. We don't have the elements to assess that, but this is a reality that we have to recognize, and this is something that cannot continue to happen.
The Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant is the largest in Europe. Russian forces had taken over the plant in the early days of their invasion of Ukraine and have been there since. It is still operated by Ukrainian engineers and technicians and is still connected to the Ukrainian power grid. Now remember, the site has come under some pretty heavy shelling in the last few weeks. Now both Russia and Ukraine have blamed each other for shelling the nuclear power plant. But the logic is this: the Russians are in control of the nuclear power plant, so the Russians are asking, why would they shell a nuclear power plant that they presently control, where their soldiers are stationed? Now, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, interestingly, has applauded the IAEA's team arrival at the plant, though he has blamed some cynical Russian shelling at the nuclear power plant for delaying the IAEA inspector's visit. Now, Zelensky also hopes that the IAEA's findings will lead to more global pressure on Russia to vacate the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant.
We hope that the mission will nevertheless make objective findings based on the circumstances at the station. For more than 3 decades, 5 facilities have been under the management of our specialists: the Chernobyl station and 4 working nuclear power plants. The IAEA had never had concerns regarding the activities of any of these facilities until Russia invaded our territory and brought its madness here.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.